The Springbok HD, a heavy-duty vehicle from South Africa, is built primarily for personnel transport. Its adaptable design also allows roles such as medical evacuation, making it highly versatile. With the capacity to carry up to 2 tons and cross water depths of 1.1 meters, it performs exceptionally in difficult conditions. At 6.3 meters long and weighing 11.5 tons, it accommodates 11 occupants while delivering durability and power. Driven by a 286 horsepower engine with 1,000 Nm torque, it reaches 110 km per hour and covers up to 600 km. Protected by STANAG Level 3 armor, it combines safety, strength, and reliability. The Scorpion, manufactured in the UAE, is designed for fast response operations and multi-purpose tasks. It can transport 12 occupants and excels in off-road conditions with high ground clearance and strong climbing ability. Capable of handling 60% inclines and 1.5-meter water depths, it adapts to any battlefield. Equipped with a 450 horsepower engine, it maintains a top speed of 110 km per hour and a range of 800 km. With STANAG Level 4 armor, it ensures top-tier safety, highlighting the UAE's military engineering expertise. South Africa's Marauder is a robust, agile vehicle designed by Paramount Group. Known for reconnaissance and peacekeeping, it also handles long-range troop transport with ease. Measuring 6.1 meters and weighing 9.9 tons, it carries 10 personnel and up to 4.5 tons of cargo. A 300-horsepower engine propels it to 120 kilometers per hour with a 700 kilometers range. Armed with STANAG Level 3 armor, it provides solid protection. Its proven service in countries like the Congo and Singapore highlights its global reliability. The American-made Cayman 6x6 is a heavy-duty vehicle built for convoy protection and troop transport. At 7.7 meters long and 16.8 tons in weight, it can carry 10 personnel plus 5.4 tons of load. Powered by a 330 horsepower engine, it achieves 105 kilometers per hour and ranges 645 kilometers. With STANAG Level 3 armor, the Cayman prioritizes survivability and is trusted by the US, Egypt, and the UAE. The SVI Max 9 APC from South Africa is built for personnel transport but adaptable to many mission types. At 5.8 meters long and 7.5 tons, it can carry 2 tons of cargo and transport 8 occupants. Its 280 horsepower engine with 970 Newton-meters torque allows speeds up to 115 kilometers per hour. Equipped with STANAG Level 1 armor, it balances mobility, adaptability, and essential protection. Turkey's HZR 4x4 is a versatile armored vehicle designed for urban and rural missions such as reconnaissance, border patrol, and medical evacuation. With the ability to climb 60% slopes and cross 1.1-meter waters, it is built for tough terrains. At 5.5 meters and 16 tons, it carries 9 occupants. Its 400 horsepower engine with 1,500 Newton-meters torque reaches 120 kilometers per hour and ranges 700 kilometers. Strong protection and mobility make it a dependable military asset. Greasy's EODH Hoplite 4x4 is a modular, multi-purpose vehicle built for diverse missions. It carries 2 tons, crosses 50 centimeters of water, and comes with a self-recovery winch and smoke grenade launchers. At 6.1 meters and 10 tons, it fits 8 occupants. A 300 horsepower engine with 1,100 Newton-meters torque drives it to 120 kilometers per hour with a 700 kilometers range. Stanag Level 3 armor ensures solid protection, proving Greek innovation in adaptable military vehicles. The Israeli Plaizen Wilder is a compact, light reconnaissance vehicle. With autonomous operation capability and advanced suspension, It adapts to harsh terrains. It carries 800 kilograms, measures 4.3 meters, and weighs 3.7 tons. Seating 4 occupants, it runs on a 160 horsepower engine with 420 Newton meters torque, reaching 120 kilometers per hour. Equipped with STANAG Level 2 armor, it combines agility, protection, and autonomy in a small but powerful package. Built by Paramount Group in South Africa, the Matador is a high-capacity transport and peacekeeping vehicle. Measuring 6.5 meters and 10.8 tons, it carries 14 personnel and 4.5 tons of cargo. A 300 horsepower engine enables 120 kilometers per hour and 700 kilometers range. With STANAG Level 3 armor, the Matador offers robust protection. Used in countries like Gabon and Jordan, it exemplifies South African engineering excellence. The Turkish-made Vuran is a multi-terrain vehicle with advanced systems like vision enhancements and automatic fire suppression. Measuring 6.2 meters and 16 tons, it accommodates 9 occupants. Its 375 horsepower engine with 1,500 Newton meters torque pushes it to 110 kilometers per hour with a 600 kilometers range. Fortified with STANAG Level 3 armor, the Vuran withstands extreme climates from -35 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees Celsius, proving its adaptability. South Korea's Black Shark Barracuda is designed for transport in hard-to-reach terrains. At 6.2 meters and 12.5 tons, it holds 12 passengers. Features include an 8-meter ladder and fire suppression system. Its 218 horsepower engine achieves 100 kilometers per hour, while its incredible 1,600 kilometers range sets it apart. With a fording depth of 1.2 meters and strong protection, it demonstrates endurance and versatility. Israel's Combat Guard is a highly mobile vehicle designed for difficult terrains. With a 1.5-ton load capacity, it crosses obstacles up to 80 centimeters and fords 1.5 meters of water. Weighing 8.5 tons, it accommodates 6 soldiers. Its oversized 1.3-meter tires provide superior mobility. A 300-horsepower engine enables 150 kilometers per hour and 800 kilometers range. Protected by STANAG Level 3 armor, it merges speed, durability, and safety. Australia's Bushmaster, developed by Thales, is a troop transport marvel. Measuring 7.1 meters and 12.5 tons, it accommodates 10 occupants and carries 4 tons. Able to cross 1.2-meter waters, it runs on a 330 horsepower engine reaching 100 kilometers per hour and 800 kilometers range. With STANAG Level 3 armor, it is deployed in countries like Australia, Japan, and the Netherlands, representing Australian innovation in mobility and protection. The Turkish Ece Yoln mortar carrier combines protection, load capacity, and adaptability. With automatic mortar storage and deployment systems, it is vital for artillery support. At 5.4 meters, it handles steep 60% slopes and 1.1-meter water depths. Its 300 horsepower engine reaches 120 kilometers per hour and 700 kilometers range. Fortified with STANAG Level 4 armor, it ensures maximum safety. This vehicle represents Turkey's advanced military engineering for frontline operations.